Handyman Lou here. Yesterday the episode was I changed the high performance jug, high performance head, side draft, carburation off angle. It's not really high performance, but it is bigger in the hole, so it will flow in more air and gas into this intake manifold because this is bigger. And when I went to go start it yesterday, I'm getting a lot of clutch slipping, and I'm adjusting and adjusting over there and adjusting over here, and I'm getting nowhere. I took it apart. I pulled out one of the clutch things. They just fall, like disintegrate in my hand damn near. So we're going to show you how to change the clutches in a 80cc motorized bike. I'm not even sure if you're getting the camera shot to it. Let's put you on here then. So, on here, let's look at the camera. You gotta look at it, make sure you're in the picture, in the view, what I need you to see. So, of course, the first thing comes off is the cover. That's on the outside here. There's a little Phillips screw right here. We're going to remove that. Put it inside the plate that you remove the cover from. Taking a flathead screwdriver. This is called a butterfly nut. It has little C cuts in it, so you can adjust this as tight as you need and then put the screw in to lock it, or as loose as you need to be. In this case, didn't make a difference which way I was going. So this actually screws in with this plate. This is your friction plate. If you hold the plate in, you can quickly pull out the butterfly nut that gets threaded on the inside. Here's your friction plate. The clutches grip that. I'm going to put that in there. Take your spring. This helps your friction plate to push back outwards. Doesn't do a whole lot of real help, but it does help. And let me show you these clutches. I mean, look, I just pulled this one off. It's just disintegrating in my hands. Oh. Junk. I don't know what company this is. These get thrown out. They're no good. So this thing was having me going crazy yesterday, trying to figure out what was wrong with it. We'll be right back as soon as I get done picking up all this junk. I'm using a donor broken down engine, taking the clutch kits out of them, taking the clutch pads out. Show you how. All they look like is these here. There's about 17, 19, I forget how many holes there are. Right around here, you count them: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 17, I believe it is. And you just stick them in the hole here. They have the shape. You have to stick them in the hole the way they're shaped. Don't try to stick them in the hole a different way. It ain't going to work. Look at the shape. Up top is a little more narrower than the bottom. And even though these are used, these are definitely going to hold up better than them crappy things I was just showing you. They just fell apart in my hands. These are much, much stronger. different kind of compound, don't know what. I guarantee you this won't slip. It's coming off, like I said, a donor motor, which I was trying to rebuild for years and couldn't find. They literally have a small threaded rods going through the motor for the head. So I gave up on it. It's just been sitting on my table as a ornament for other customers to see. I can pull a motor apart and put it together. You know, more or less it's become my paperweight and my little bit of advertisement when people are here. See what I can do. They see a motor sitting there. They don't even know what they're looking at, really. Even though I'm putting a motor in for their bikes, they don't even notice I'm doing that. The motor is just sitting right there in front of them. Same type of motor in a broken down fashion, in a, you know, the way they show you them transmissions that are open. There you go. One more to pull out of this one. I already have a few out, so let's just take this one out. There we go. Yeah. I have a few down in here. Okay, there's one missing. Pull it out of here. So here's the donor motor. Made my own motor stand out of seat poles 1 and 2, and a shield from the catalytic converters. And I used the bottom of the seat things to make the stand. It's pretty cool. Instead of buying one of those things, I just made one. So I guess I'm going to use, I don't believe it's going to make a difference in this game. I don't see it up here on the table. I swear I had them all in there. But I guess not. Let me look on the motor again, make sure there's not one left in there. And I can't tell the color. Now they're all out. So I guess I'll use one of the original, which is a good strong one. Put it in here. Just to give it balance. And as you see, I put all 17 of the clutches back in there. You take your spring, that fits over the nut inside there. You flip the rough side of this plate towards the clutches, and there's 3 side holes which fit onto these dowels. You push it in onto the dowels. Take your butterfly knot. While you're holding that in with your hand, screw the nut in as fast as you can, you know. At this point, it's just touching the clutches. And for you to have a nice, just tap it to the next hole. I mean next C-cup right there. And you check it. The bike is still rolling, even with the clutch out, so it's not tight enough. You want to make it tight to where the wheel locks. So you go every hole. There it is. Let's lock it. Go back. Clutch in. And we're going to you'll give it a what do you call it? Test shot right from here. If it still slips, you go one more hole, one more time, one more turn into it, and then after you pull the screw out, of course. So we're not going to put the cover on today because we have to test it, make sure it works. And that's that easy. Change your clutches. I got a suspicion here. Let's find out if my suspicion is right. This motor came without the fucking screw too. Without this screw right here. I had to get this off a donor motor. So every kit comes with this tool. Back this up. Thread this in. Here. It goes inside here. Thread it in. Thread it in all the way. Take this one. This becomes your push-in tool. In between the gears here. And then you start pressing it out. Before you know it, there it is in your hand. Okay? That's how you use that tool that comes with it. Example. There's some threads inside there. On the other side, your chain gear that goes up to the motor also has this tool. Use this same tool. Probably use the other side. It's a lot fatter, a lot thicker. There's threads on this side, threads on the inside. All you do is turn this little nut around. It's on the inside. Turn it this way now. So you could use it on the other side. Voila! Now you know what that tool is for. For all you guys that never have it. Now I thought maybe the keyway was missing here, that's why it was slipping, but it is not. So I will put it back in. Probably have to knock it in a little bit. Lightly. There you go. And now put the screw back in. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't slipping out, because I've had that where the key sheared off, and no matter how much I fixed clutches, which I thought it was that, it was actually the key sheared off over here at this gear, and it kept on just spinning and didn't spin the motor. This is where your crankshaft goes through the center, this one right here. So now if you don't have a giant screwdriver and you got a small one, you can do it like this, or punch, tighten it up. Don't need a whole lot. That's that. Over with. I just double checked to make sure that key was not sheared off. So that's in good condition. These should be in good condition now. We're gonna put this bike to the side because it's just simply too hot right now for me to go out